Hello again, folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. I'm your Game Master Darius. Last we left off, we have arrived at the Guilded Vale. It's not a very nice place, or at least it's a little bit cursed. A little mix of in between. Okay, so I guess it's gonna be 6 skill points every single time that we level up, which is fine by me. I wonder what the upper... Give me a moment. I just want to quickly look up what the upper amount of skill points or skill ranks is going to be. Okay, so from what I'm seeing, and because I'm not sure whether or not the game really... Yeah, okay, I'm an idiot. Game does go into how... Shut up. How it does, what it does, but not necessarily goes into the greater details of it. Yeah, I feel like anyways. So, stealth makes it so as you can stand closer to a character while scouting without being seen for a longer period. Athletics, second wind, and athletics itself. Heal base at 12 athletics. It seems like the max rank total is 12, which I'm going to guess is going to be a whole lot of expensive to get up to. Kind of want to put it into mechanics, because mechanics... One second. Good things. Skill allows you to disarm traps and pick locks. If the difficulty level is equivalent or lower, it's free. Each level of mechanics also grants +3 accuracy for own traps per level. I'm not sure what the hell that's supposed to be. But survival seems the most tempting. And here's why. First 6 ranks grant bonuses. Yep. Damage reduction. Receive a healing multiplier. Bonus movement. Accuracy bonus versus creature type. I'm going to guess that that's specific. Increased consumable durations. And then bonus damage versus flanked enemies. After the 6th rank, the previously earned bonuses become more powerful in the same order they were received. That's tempting as balls, if only because of the bonus movement and the damage reduction. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, class unlocks. Paladin abilities. Oh, cool. Got Lay on Hands, which is Lay on Hands. Heal a touch of his or her hands, recovering a substantial amount of endurance before the paladin or an ally within range. Let's focus. Paladin's intense and pure conviction instills clarity of purpose in him and her or her allies, increasing their accuracy and converting a portion of grazes to hits. Not be active with other zealous auras. Oh, auras. Modal ability is one that causes the effects to occur continuously while it is active. So paladins' zealous auras grant bonuses to everyone near them for as long as they are active. Oh, so these swap out. Okay. Zealous charge inspires the paladin and all nearby allies to charge fiercely into battle, increasing their movement speed and disengagement defense. Cannot be active with other zealous auras. So, faster speed, better defense when disengaging. And endurance. Fills the paladin and his or her allies with unshakable confidence, increasing their damage reduction and converting a portion of incoming hits to grazes. Okay, let me double check this. A hit is an attack roll that is between 51 and 100. When an attack scores a hit, it does standard damage and has a standard duration. Whereas grazes are anywhere between 16 to 50. And it deals grazes reduce damage and duration by 50%. So it makes it so as you effectively take less damage. That's pretty bitchin'. Like, as though damage reduction isn't good enough, reducing hits to grazes? Yeah, that's pretty good. And then this does the opposite for us. It will increase the damage we do simply by virtue of making it so as 15% of the grazes we do become hits. I'm going to go with endurance. because yes. And then I can just
Sure.
have it active. That's pretty cool. I'm happy with that. Alright. Before I go apparently being able to make my own adventurer, spoons hanging by the fire, coated in a brownish gunk. Ugh. Ah, it's you, my savior. He makes a sweeping gesture to indicate the kitchen around you. It's so good to be back. Do not think I will let this go unrewarded. I have decided that you have earned the right to learn one of my most closely guarded secrets, my dearest recipe. After this, you will eat nothing else. A savory pie to keep you hale and hearty. May it serve you well in your travels. I just learned how to make a pie. Oh, I'm down for making a pie. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Potion of Minor. Orochian Calendar. Boink. Hopefully that's no one important. Or those belong to no one important, rather.
Well met, friend.
I'd like to know more about the Black Hound. Really? Well, let me see. The actual building's been here for years, but the Black Hound's fairly new. We got a lot of new faces in here, too. Fewer than we used to, I'll admit. 10/5's the big draw. I'm sure we'll get big crowds back again in no time. I used to work the tables, actually, until the old owner up and left. Nobody's sure what happened to him. Even left his poor hound behind. That's the name, see? Black Hound. It's still sitting upstairs, pining after him. Poor old girl. Place ended up in my hands somehow, with my very own inn. A lot of hard work involved, but it's been worth it so far. Please, sit where you like. Would you like a drink or a room? We have 2 available at the moment. I'm afraid we can't offer much by the way of good meal today, unless you're fond of cold porridge. You know anyone looking for work? Oh, well, I wouldn't say I can speak from experience, but we do have certain sorts coming by looking for work from time to time. If you want to hire someone on, I'll be happy to send them your way. Ah! Oh. That hurts. Oh. Okay, I quick saved before this. So is this, I get to make a new character and they will party with me? Yes, it is. Neat. Okay, it's not you click into it and then you automatically purchase them. Got it. What do you have for sale again? I was kind of hoping that you'd have a weapon or two. I didn't always sell you. Let's see. Recruit adventures. Retrain character. So I could theoretically... Let's see. Reset Talus Windblade to level 1 and assign new attributes, skills, talents, and abilities through level 3? Nah. And then our party management. From the party management screen, you will see what your allies are up to when they aren't in the party. If you've assigned them to adventures, you can see how long it will take for them to complete their assignment. Recalling a companion or adventurer from a mission before it is completed will forfeit all the potential rewards for that assignment. Alright. Before I go into that, though, I do want to explore more of the town. As much possible badness that's going to bring me. Oh boy, angry townsfolk. You see 4 people gathered by the door to the inn. Their raised voices and chopping gestures suggest an argument reaching its climax. The first figure raises his hand for calm. His face is partially obscured by a hood, but his height and stature suggest an elf.
I meant no offense. Let's put this matter to rest over a round, shall we? My treat.
Mercer!
Hoping to soothe our pride with a few Adira coppers, eh? We don't need your coin.
What's going on? One of the other men points at the hooded elf. His eyes are red from drink, but his gaze is focused Mocking us even while he shelters in our village just goes to show what these fancy Adir manners are worth. We don't take to that kind of treatment, not from foreigners, especially not from Adirans. Adir, the woman looks you up and down, and that means you too. Don't push us.
Go on. Say it again. I'm itching for an excuse.
Fie, you're itching for the kindling touch of your sister, you cocksfeather!
Well then. Yeah, no, it's no wonder they want to kick your ass.
I'll cut that barrel-licking tongue out of your head.
This is a misunderstanding. I didn't say whatever it is you think I said. We've nigh quarrel.
That's where you're wrong.
This is unnecessary. Wouldn't you rather be inside drinking than out here arguing? We don't take orders from any blazing Adirans. We don't take charity neither. They squint at you through red bleary eyes. Sounds suspiciously like you're defending them. God damn it, Mercer. I'd rather not kill the townsfolk. But y'all leaving me no choice. Oh. Well, I didn't chunk him. That was an interesting dance. As the last of the attackers fall, the elf turns to you, the tension almost gone from his smooth face.
Not quite how I hoped to get to know the neighbors. Thank you for your timely assistance with that awkward situation.
I'm glad I could help. Gives you a quick smile. Courtesy is a rare pleasure in these parts, as is the company of a fellow countryman. He straightens his hood, and you note the remains of a fraying embroidery on his gloves. His boots are caked with the dirt of many months' travel, but the leatherwork beneath it is sturdy and fine.
Well, I suppose introductions are in order after that little fiasco. Aloth Corvusser, at your service.
How'd you manage to get stuck out here? That is something of a long story.
Well, I'm a wizard by training, and an adventurer by necessity. I was born in the Seathwood, part of the mainland of the Adir Empire, and both of my parents served the nobility, which afforded me an education for which I am grateful. However, there were no open positions in those houses, and so I decided to seek new means in a new land.
Uh-huh.
And how exactly did you come to be here?
I was traveling with a caravan, but we were separated near some ruins.
In Gwithan ruins? Oh, those can be dangerous places during the best of times, which these are not. In half the locals would arrest you for trespassing, and the rest would kill you outright. I'm curious, what exactly did you find there?
The Beerwick.
And you survived? I've heard such a thing was impossible. But it seems you either have a knack for timing or the favor of the gods.
Just what are you doing in the Guilded Vale?
An excellent question. I came looking for fresh air and cheap land. Instead, the magistrate gave me directions to the inn and a story about the local lord's expectant wife. But I take it that's a familiar tale.
Yep. And you? I've been experiencing strange things of late. I'm looking for an expert on souls.
Indeed. The local lord has searched far and wide for similar specialists. He has rid himself of them almost as desperately.
His darting glance takes in the tumble-down buildings and the fallow, rock-strewn fields. I expect that such expertise would be best sought elsewhere. Just how did you manage to cross these drunks?
I'm afraid that was a matter of misunderstandings and mistranslations. It doesn't help that people in these parts remember their war with Adir like it was yesterday.
Yet did tell one man to go fuck his sister. Ah, that. He clears his throat and adjusts his sleeves. As I tried to tell them, they misheard me, perhaps all too easily after a few pints, and the accent doesn't help. I mean, I heard the same thing. For just a moment, he looks as if he's about to say something else. His expression brightens with mischief, but before he can speak, he forces a tight smile, biting his lips so hard you expect to see blood. Finally, his face relaxes and he shakes his head. I should speak more clearly next time. My apologies. Don't exactly look like a settler.
Begging your pardon, but neither do you. Yet, circumstances can find a person in the strangest of places.
Well, I should get going.
As should I, given recent events. It's just as well. I've had enough of the watered wine and lumpy beds at the inn. They say even the owner tired of the place. Just up and left one day. It explains quite a lot about the upkeep. Perhaps I could join you. I could use a change of scenery, and I find it's better to travel in numbers.
So do I. Let's go then.
Excellent. I shall follow you.
Mercer! Also a bunch of corpses just strewn out on the roadside there. Yep. Totally not going to come back to bite us in the ass. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, I tried to be peaceful. Keyword tried. Alright, Mercer, what do? You are a wizard. Wood elf wizard named Aloth. Aloth the Aloft. Faintly good. Wait, is that how I make... Okay, I think that's just overall our stuff. Might 12, Con 10, Dexterity 15, Perception... Perception? Yeah, Perception of 12, because Elf. Intelligence of 16. Resistance of 13. Pretty good. Lore of 7. That's disgusting. Aloft's leather armor, 10% ability area of effect. Oh, does he have magic items with us? And this is my effect on him. Distance advantage. Oh boy. Arcane Assault. 2 per encounter. 11 to 17 raw damage. Unleashes a bolt of magical energy from the Grimoire that inflicts raw damage. And can daze. Disadvantage. All because Elf. Second Wind because he has some endurance. Oh boy. He's a wizard, which means spells. What's Blast do first? Grants Blast, passive. Generates a blast on the target when using Wand, Rod, or Scepter, doing a modest amount of damage to all enemies in a small area around the target. Dancing Lights. Overwhelms anyone in the area with a brilliant and bewildering pyrotechnic display, decreasing their will and leaving them dazed. Which reduces their accuracy, dexterity, perception, and intellect are all reduced by 2, and attack speed by 15. Good. Fan of Flames, 32 to 45 burn damage. Hells. Creates a cone of flame in front of the caster. Alakoth's Sunless Grasp. 1928 freeze damage. Minus 10 accuracy for 19.5 seconds, like, on the target? Damn. Become so cold as they freeze to the touch. Does freeze damage to, yeah. Minor missiles. Yep, the minor missiles. Wizard's Double. Plus 40 deflection until hit or critically hit. Miasma of Dull-Mindedness. Cloud of heavy fog settles in the minds of those in the area of effect. Dulling senses and wits. Inflicts penalties to perception, and intellect, and resolve. Rolling Flame. Creates a rebounding ball of fire, inflicting burn damage upon anyone in the path. Alright, now a good question is, do I have to worry about, like, that rebounding and hitting me? We shall see. Yeah, Aloth's got a situation of dual personalities with him too. Is going to get me in trouble, I can already tell you that. 100%. Ronin Tyronian. Nope. Hugo? And dang it. I mean, I'd like to talk to some of these NPCs, I will not lie. Don't get me wrong, the ability to simply go, hey, this is what this person's past was like is cool, but dialogue is neat too. Ah, good old-fashioned shop. This Al-Mauman is an impressive build, towering above the countertop. His skin is a dusky blue of the deeper oceans, and his thick arms boast corded muscle. Small ears frame a square-jawed face coated in smeared soot and arcing black tattoos alike. He offers you a broad smile as you approach. Welcome! You're the first new face I've seen in here in quite some time. What can I do for you? What do you have? You come to us at a strange time, I'm afraid. The stock's not what it used to be, but we find weapons and armor to offer yet, all forged right here at the Black Hammer. What do you have it for sale? Sale, Jenna's Lance. That is expensive. Why are you expensive? Increased constitution and reliable? 20% of grazes convert to hits. How dare you threaten me with a good time? I mean, I just want a freaking greatsword. Old Wall reduces crit damage and it has speed. Ah, yes. Minus 0.3 to crit damage multiplier. But 20% attack speed, that's pretty good. Just outworn buckle plus 5% or plus 5 to all defenses. Breastplate, hello. Well, hello. Rings of protection. Rings of deflection. Blunting belt. Damage reduction to pierce and slash. That wouldn't be terrible. Cape of withdrawal. Rope and grappling hook? Grappling hooks can be used to anchor a rope to locations, though often used to scale high walls. They have many potential applications. Well, I think for one, I'm going to add some of this other stuff that we have to this, including the light clothing that we obtained. Let's see, get rid of those clubs, maybe one of the shields, one of those. Oh, I didn't even see what it is that Judicus had. Also, what is this? Summons an animat. Though tarnished and lustreless in its remarkable age, the intricate inscriptions and texturings still discernible on the horn's surface, along with the artifact's obvious longevity, suggest an object of expert workmanship. Once per rest, summons an animat? I don't know what an animat is. But for certain, I want a greatsword. I'm kind of intrigued, so I'm going to purchase the grappling hook and pry bar. Is there any point in wielding? I'm going to guess that there's not much point in having those. Not much point in having the hats equipped unless they're magic. Oh wow, the agents actually sell for quite a bit. Alright. Compare. So the poleaxe does more damage by like 1 to 2. They're both slow though, but this is a greatsword, and I like greatsword. I'm enchanted at all. Quality. This one damaging. What is this? Spear spider leg. I wonder if I could go out and randomly encounter a spear spider. Oh, or I could wait for 2 spear spider, or no. That's a Drake talent. That's a little bit different. Also, not enough materials to add damaging to. Okay, so this. Okay. Requires level 3, so we need to just be level 3. This is the amount of enchanting that it takes up. So this greatsword currently has a 14 capacity. I wonder if I can remove them. Oh yeah. Greatsword. And guess we'll keep these on your person. Yeah. Looking more like the actual character that I kind of planned him out to be. Nope. I was kind of expecting the named individuals to actually, you know, have something. Daily affirmations of focus and efficacy. Efficiency. Oink. Could probably sell it. These are definitely things that I'd have to steal, which I think I'm not gonna do. I probably should have seen about whether or not I could break down shit, but I don't think I can. You have a portrait. Oh, you don't. Oh, hello. Oh, that looks mystical. Ah. Rising sun and the 3 dawn stars, the symbol of Eothas. Hello? Who's there? A man lies resting against the wall, lit by the dim illumination of the fading sconces. He has a gaunt, fox-like aspect, and his face is pale and damp with sweat. One arm is held loosely against his side, sleeves soaked with blood. He gives you an anxious glance as you near, his features twisting in pain. Have a care if you mean to go in. Cast a quick look towards the doorway to the left. So this place is not so empty as I thought. This temple isn't what it used to be, probably for the best. Times being as they are. He groans and shifts position, wincing. I'm new Luda, if that's what you're thinking. Not one of the faithful either. Just wanted to do some good, I suppose. Got my arm clawed up for it. Maybe you'd have better luck. Better luck with what? The man points a finger upwards. These ruins around us used to be a temple of Eothas. Scattered god, grand temple at that. His worshippers would come from all over the Direwood, from MERCERRRRR even. Until the war, of course. Even then, you'd get some of the stubborn ones, the ones that couldn't get through their heads that their god was dead and gone. Go on. Once the legacy started, Lord Raedric decided he'd been too lenient on the Eothasians. That's a weird one to say. He had his people go in and put them to the sword, left them down there buried under a heap of rock. After that, Raedric ordered the temple sealed. It's been years like that up until recently. Lord Raedric hopes that if we rededicate the temple to a living god, then we'd be forgiven, and the legacy will end, see? But until then, the temple is as you see it, unguarded. That's where you come in. Those priests, maybe they didn't have a lick of sense between them, but they still didn't deserve to go like that. Chopped down in their god's house, it doesn't sit right with me. If we can get down there, find their remains, maybe we can finally give them a proper burial. No small task. There's coin in it for you, if you need motivation. Galal's cautious expression softens. A pleasant surprise to see that someone down around here has a shred of respect for the dead. I take it you aren't supposed to be in here. Well, I'm meant to be in and out, nice and quick. I'm not hurting anyone, it's just Lord Raedric's forbidden anyone having anything to do with the scattered god. It'd be a little harder to explain to him than you. It's a good cause though, isn't it? You can make some coin in the process. They're long dead. What does it matter that they're buried? It's about respect, isn't it? About deserving to be remembered, not just tossed under a pile of rock and forgotten. Without it worth the effort, giving them that. Some questions. Who are you anyway? Britain offers you a weak grin. Name's Werton. I've lived in Guilded Vale long enough to remember how grand it used to be. I used to help the temple sometimes, bring supplies after all. And won't he mind us sticking around down there? I won't go telling him about it. Lingering in these places is no good for anyone, but if you do this quick and quiet, you can do right by those priests without raising a fuss. Why can't you do this yourself? Well, I tried. Only got a short ways in before I got it over my head. I haven't raised a blade in a long time. Turns out it isn't something you can just pick up again. But you look like you can handle yourself. I mean, this is more my intrigue asking this. Any chance there's something down there worth a little more than some old bones? Probably. Nobody's been through the place since it was sealed up. Well, apart from me, and I didn't touch anything. Any valuables in there, you get first crack at them. I want to ask you that you do this a favor for me while you're at it. And what do you say? So you just want me to bring you some skeletons? I'd bury them where they are if I could. I know it's a little macabre, but if we don't get them out now, raiders are liable to destroy whatever's left of them. I'll find them. Then by the flame, I owe you a great turn. But listen, the temple's been sealed off for so long it's crawling with creatures. But if you get past them, priests would have been down on the lower floor. They'll be there still if they're anywhere. Those priests had all kinds of secret chambers, switches in the walls, sconces, that kind of a thing. Keep an eye out and take care down there. I wouldn't want to have to send someone else after your remains. I'll wait here by the stairs and keep a lookout. Maybe try to patch myself up some. I mean, I am very much down for the idea of delving down into a temple and trying to find some remains, but I'm going to go ahead and call an episode here, and I kind of want to explore more of the town, see if I can't get at least one other NPC with us, because as much as I trust my own capabilities, a couple of more party members would be nice. Thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you're all enjoying this series as much as I'm loving playing it, and as always, I hope to see you all in the next video. Take care. Cheers.